Hey guys, it's Kelly. So today I'm going to be doing a summer reading recommendations video. So since summer is basically here, I thought it'd be cool to show you guys some of the books that I would read during the summer and that the books that I think you guys should check out this summer. All of these books are more of the contemporary genre because that's what I normally read in the summer. But if you guys want me to do another video where I do other recommendations on other books, then I'll do that. But let's just get started. First, I have the Mother-Daughter Book Club series. This series consists of 4 books. This series begins when 4 mothers get together after yoga class one day and decide they want to form a book club. But their daughters are not really on board with the whole idea, especially since all the girls are very different from each other. This book follows 4 girls in 4 different perspectives: Megan, Cassidy, Jess, and Emma, as they deal with familial issues, friendship problems, and of course boys. Not to mention the crazy antics of the Mother-Daughter Book Club. This series is a bit more middle grade since the girls begin the series when they're in 6th grade, but there's a lot to love about the series, including heartfelt family moments, strong friendship, and possibly a little love along the way. I highly suggest reading this series if you're looking for something very lighthearted and easy to read. The next series I have is the Gossip Girl series by Cecily von Ziegerser. I don't know. Many people, of course, have heard of the Gossip Girl TV show, but did you know there was a book? Much like the TV show, this book series follows Blair Waldorf, Serena van der Woodsen, Nate Archibald, Chuck Bass, and Dan and Jenny Humphrey in their glamorous life in the Upper East Side. And of course, the infamous Gossip Girl has your updates on their day-to-day lives. This series is a total of 11 books and is a little bit different from the TV show, but I still found it very enjoyable. The next 2 books I have are both by Morgan Matson, and they are Since You've Been Gone and Amy and Roger's Epic Detour. I absolutely love Morgan Matson, and I think she's great in the contemporary genre. In Amy and Roger's Epic Detour, Amy is forced to move across the country from California to Connecticut during the summer. Her mother has already left to go set up their home in Connecticut and has left Amy to take their family car on a road trip across the entire country. But there's just one problem. Amy doesn't want to drive, due to something that happened prior to the novel involving a terrible accident. But that's when Roger comes into the picture. Roger is the son of Amy's mom's friend. He's going across the country for a different reason. But the two soon find themselves in a journey uncharted on an incredible, unforgettable adventure. Since You've Been Gone follows a girl named Emily who is a bit shy and very self-reserved. She prefers to hide in her little shell, but her best friend Sloane always finds a way to let Emily cut loose a little bit and have some fun and enjoy life. Everything changes when Sloane disappears and Emily finds herself slightly lost without Sloane and her sort of security blanket. Emily is left with no explanations for Sloane's disappearance except for a list of 13 things that she has to do that Sloane made for her. And that includes kissing a stranger and skinny dipping. But one thing's for sure, it is one heck of a summer story. Both of these novels by Morgan Matson are so incredibly enjoyable and definitely get you into the summery mood. Next book is Let's Get Lost, and Let's Get Lost by Adi Al-Said follows a girl named Leela, or Lila, I'm really not sure, but it follows her on her journey to the Northern Lights in Alaska. Along the way, Leela encounters 4 different people that make an impact on her life as well as theirs, and they each have very interesting and intricate stories, little problems that they get themselves into. Leela's there and she helps them along their way as much as they help Leela. The book is split into 5 different sections. Each section follows a different character that Leela encounters, including a perspective on Leela herself. I found this book so incredibly enjoyable. It just made me in the mood for a summer road trip, even though I hate driving places, but it was so much fun and so enjoyable. Not to mention, this story teaches you a lot of really important life lessons. The next couple of books I have are the Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy by Jenny Han. These books follow a girl named Belly who for many summers has always gone to her mom's friend Susanna's beach house. And Susanna has two sons, Conrad and Jeremiah. For the longest time, Belly has had the hugest crush on Conrad, but sadly, like other boys, Conrad doesn't really notice Belly. But that's until one summer where everything completely changes. Honestly, this is one of my favorite contemporary trilogies. I love Jenny Han's writing, and this story is so cute. I know that this trilogy thing might not be for everyone, mostly because they might get annoyed by Belly's character. She's a bit indecisive. So cute and so easy to read, so I highly suggest you just pick it up because it's so cute. Next book I have is Where Things Come Back by John Corey Whaley. I don't want to tell you a lot about this book because I believe it's better to go in not really knowing much about this book, because that's how I went in and I found it so much more enjoyable that way. But I'll tell you a little bit about it. This book follows a boy named Cullen Witter who lives in kind of a dull and boring town in Arkansas called Lily. Nothing really happens there, but that's until a man named John Barling comes in. He believes he has spotted the so-called extinct Lazarus woodpecker. All of a sudden, the sighting of this Lazarus woodpecker brings the entire city of Lily into a woodpecker mania. And tourists come flocking, and all of a sudden, it's not so dull and boring Lily after all. Along with the sightings of the Lazarus woodpecker, Cullen's life begins to change. But simultaneously, as Cullen's trying to cope with his life, and a young African missionary is trying to rediscover his faith. This story is not as lighthearted as the other stories that I've shown, however it is such a beautifully told and beautifully written story. It contains many moments that'll absolutely touch your heart to the deepest core. It tells of a wonderful message of loss, rediscovery, and most of all, hope. I absolutely love this story and you should pick it up. Next book I have is Paper Towns by John Green. Of course, Paper Towns. As everyone probably knows, the movie for this book is coming out soon, so, why not read the book? If you guys don't know already, Paper Towns follows a boy named Quentin who is absolutely infatuated with Margot Roth Spiegelman. Unfortunately, Margot hasn't exactly reciprocated those feelings. Until one night when Margot suddenly shows up at Quentin's window and whisks him away on an unforgettable adventure. Soon after that, however, Margot disappears. This book is honestly an awesome adventure, but it's full of mystery, discovery, and excitement. I honestly really enjoyed it, and I can't wait for the movie. My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick. This book has got to be one of the cutest summer romances ever. My Life Next Door follows a girl named Samantha who lives somewhat a controlled lifestyle on account of her politician mother. However, Samantha's next door neighbors, the Garretts, are the complete opposite. Their house full of children and disorder. Samantha's mother despises the Garretts, but Samantha can't help but feel intrigued by them. Then one day, when Samantha's sitting on her rooftop, suddenly Jace Garrett comes and joins her, and that's when things start to change. The two, as expected, fall in love quickly and awkwardly and head over heels in love. Not only is this book about first love and first romance, but it touches upon familial struggles and secret. My Life Next Door is such an adorable romance, and I highly suggest you pick it up. And the last book I have to show you guys is 20 Boy Summer by Sarah Auckler. So I know the title seems incredibly cheesy, 20 Boy Summer, I mean, come on. But honestly, this book will take you by surprise. 20 Boy Summer is about a girl named Anna who joins her best friend Frankie and her family on a summer vacation to California. It's Frankie's idea to have a summer fling, or rather their first summer fling. Every day they decide to meet one boy, and according to Frankie's calculations, that could add up to 20 boys. Although Anna's a bit skeptical of this idea at first, she agrees to go along with it just to make her best friend happy. But Anna's hiding a secret that her best friend isn't aware of. She already had her summer romance, and it was with Frankie's older brother Matt just before he died about a year ago. Unexpectedly, this book is about grief and how you deal with it, how you deal with the unexplainable love you have for someone who's gone. It also touches upon friendship and what it means to be a friend, along with self-growth as a human being. But of course, it's still very lighthearted and has a little summer romance tucked in between its pages, I should say. So that is all the books I have to show you guys and to recommend this summer. Let me know if you guys want to see more recommendation videos. Boy, is it hot up in here. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!